Morning, everyone. Welcome back to True Telos Trading. Today is Tuesday, August 19th. We have another A quality stock that we traded this morning. Let's go ahead and get into that trade. The stock that we traded this morning, the ticker was LASE. So this is a stock that popped up after hours yesterday. I looked it up. I even marked off a whole lot of spots on it on the chart yesterday. Yesterday it hit a high of like $4.44. And I marked that as a high of day, and I also marked off the next resistance points. But let's go ahead and put it into our True Telos Trading grading scale before we look at those charts. So again, the stock's ticker was LASE. It is August 19th, 2025. It did not have breaking news today. It actually had news yesterday, which made it pop up yesterday after hours. So this would be a 1. It did have below 10 million shares. It had 5.6 million shares. This would be a 2. It was trading above the 200 moving average. The 200 moving average was about like $3 and some change, and it was up to at least $4 to $4.50 when we traded it. So this will be a 2. It was up about 60 something percent when we first looked at it this morning. So this will be a 1. It was definitely under $10 since we bought it at $4.57. So this will be a 1. And it was the number 1 stock coming into this morning. So this would be a 1. Did not reach all-time highs. This will be a 0. If we add all of these together, this would give us a score of 8. And according to our True Telos Trading grading scale, a score of 8 would be an A. So again, LASE and A quality stock. Let's go ahead and get into the charts to see how we traded it. So this is our stock that we traded this morning, LASE. Let me zoom out a little bit. So this right here, as you see, the time on here is 1832 or 6:32. I want to say about 5:32. I think this is Eastern Standard Time on here, and I'm on Central. So about 5:32, 33, it reached a high of 444 yesterday after hours. I looked at it yesterday, and I marked off that high. But I also marked off the next resistance point on the daily. If I can go back to the daily here, let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can actually see this. So this lower line right here is at 444. The next line on the daily was coming up to that support of like 1115. It was sitting on that support for a long time. That area right above here is considered support or resistance going back the last year. And then the point above that is the next resistance point marked at $5.12. So I'll say it again. It reached a high of 444 yesterday. The next resistance point higher than that is 480, and higher than that 480 is that 512. So let me go back to our 1-minute chart. So I was waiting for our stock to get over that high of day of this 444 before entering a trade. This morning, it dipped down quite a bit. I did think that that the stock was done. It got all the way down here to 395, but at 6 o'clock it began to rally. So no, this isn't Eastern. This is Central. So yeah, it began to rally here at like 6 o'clock. So as it came into this zone between that high of day and the next resistance point, that's where I decided to enter a trade. I actually bought 470 shares of this. I wish I would have caught it a little bit down here, but it moved so fast I couldn't catch it before it beat the high of day. So I was able to buy shares, 470 shares at $4.57. So I bought it about right here, $4.57. And as soon as it got to that next resistance point at that 480, that is when I sold. I actually got out exactly at 480. So I bought shares at 457 and sold at that next resistance point at 480. That gave me approximately, let's see if I can do math right, I think 23 cent of profit per share, and 23 cent on 470 shares gives me a profit of $108 today. Again, we are staying disciplined and sticking to our True Telos Trading grading strategy and only trading those stocks that are A quality according to our True Telos Trading grading scale, and that is True Telos Trading. So another good A quality stock, another good day of trading. We're going to keep these going again, staying disciplined and sticking to this True Telos Trading grading scale and using our strategies to be profitable is something that I want to show everyone is possible, especially working a 9 to 5. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to ask me. As always, I am an open book. I hope you're enjoying this journey, and I hope you come back for more. And welcome to True Telos Trading.